These days, many travelers are wondering when is the best time to book my resort to get the cheapest rate, or maybe you're waiting to book to the last minute to save a little bit more and need options that offer reliable last minute availability. Hello, everyone, it's Vanessa. Welcome back to my channel. And today I have the perfect list of resorts where you'll find the best last minute deals, cheapest rates, and due to their bigger size, dependable last minute availability as well. But have no fear, I'll provide a high quality experience, and I highly recommend each one. And for more tips, tricks, and reviews, be sure to check out my Passport Pages Instagram, link in the description below. So let's jump in and find you the best possible last minute resort. Let's begin with Secrets Cap Cana. So something that a lot of guests don't realize is Secrets is a Hyatt property, and as such, they have a lot of rotating deals throughout the year as a bigger brand, with some sales as much as 25% off, especially in the months of June through September, as you can see here. And that's an annual thing since we've been going and will save you quite a bit. They also do a lot of packages as well on booking sites like Kayak and give military discounts. And this is one of the resorts where rates fluctuate the most. You can have rates as high as $725 in the winter months and as low as $275 in the summer and early fall due to falling demand this time of year. So if you're looking for a last-minute summer option, now is a great time to book. I've spoken many times over the years about why I love this resort. It even made my number 2 spot in my top 10 secrets resorts video last year. So just very briefly, it sits on beautiful Juanillo Beach in the Dominican Republic, a very convenient 15-minute drive from the airport, and everything is fresh and modern and well maintained, including the 457 rooms, which are also very polished and include mini bars, furnished balconies or terraces, and some feature whirlpool tubs, swim out rooms, and even wraparound balconies. But the main reason to come here is hands down their beautiful beach, lined with palm trees, lounge chairs, thatched umbrellas, and hammocks sprinkled throughout. Truly one of the nicest. They also have 2 freshwater infinity pools and plenty of dining and drinking options here, with 9 restaurants and 8 bars. So no question, if you book a last-minute stay here, you will have a great experience all around, and even, quite possibly, be able to score one of the best rates for this great adults-only, all-inclusive resort. Now let's head to Tulum, Mexico, where we're going to check out the Hilton Tulum Riviera Maya. So right off the bat, 2 big reasons to consider this property for a last-minute trip. First, Tulum doesn't get as much tourist traffic as the other tourist areas of the country, even after the new airport was opened, so flights should be easier to find. And second, as a Hilton property, they're always offering special offers and packages, which include transportation, 20% discounts for last-minute bookings, kids and teens stay free, military rates, and you can, of course, book with points starting at $90,000 a night. And the sheer size of the resort, with 735 rooms, also means there's almost always availability for a last-minute booking. So it sits near the Acamal area and is about a 55 to 60-minute drive from the new airport. And then you'll arrive to their very lovely lobby, where a staff member will hand you a Hilton bracelet, which will work as both your door key and give you general guest access with a QR code embedded in it. And just know, if you lose it, you will be charged $150. Rooms are located in numbered casas, and I suggest the standard Ocean View King Room, which has a spacious 452 square feet and was designed with relaxing tones, and it's a very functional space with a separate seating area with table and chairs, an espresso coffee maker, and daily restock minibar, which comes with soda, juice, water, and beer. Amenities include 8 oceanfront pools, which are surrounded by both loungers and cabanas, and staff will place towels on most loungers early in the morning, which is a nice touch. Plus, you also have the family zone, which is a big part of the overall experience and a big reason why many guests book it, especially when kids and teens can stay free. The area includes 2 pools, slides, a splash park, cinema lounge, and even a big open-air palapa restaurant and bar with kids menus, and they open a buffet at lunchtime. And speaking of dining, from 7 to 11 a.m., they serve a really nice breakfast at Velosaur Buffet. Lunch in the family zone has a really nice assortment of fish, shrimp, ribeye, steak, salad bar, and even a ceviche station. And then for dinner, you have Mexican at Maxal, Alma Steakhouse, La Luce, which is Italian, and Marico, which is Asian. And with average rates beginning between $275 to $300 a night, plus the discounts I mentioned earlier, you can get a really great last-minute booking rate for this all-inclusive resort. Now let's check out the Samana area in the DR, which is another option I've told you guys over the years consistently has lower crowds and better deals. And I recommend the Bahia Principe Escape Samana for a great last-minute adults-only resort option. Located on the northern coast of the DR, overlooking a beautiful bay, it's about 35 miles from the Samana airport, giving it a very secluded and peaceful atmosphere. With only 149 rooms, it's on the smaller side for a big chain resort, which is another reason it maintains a relaxing atmosphere, but the rooms themselves could stand to be updated, not gonna lie, but it helps keep rates very low. And a little tip for you when booking, make sure that when you select a balcony room, you request a view of the bay and not the pool, because the music around the pool can get a bit loud sometimes, especially if you want to relax in your room. For dining, the Don Pablo Steakhouse is definitely their best and pretty popular as a result, so put your name in as soon as you arrive to the resort so you can try that one out. The private beach is very nice and peaceful, and snorkeling off the beach is very good as well. One word of caution, there are many stairs at this property, so if you have mobility issues, I just wouldn't book it. But overall, I'd say if you're looking for a peaceful, quiet, and relaxing last-minute getaway at an average $160 a night, it's an absolute steal. That doesn't ever get to capacity due to its less convenient location. Plus, it's a Hyatt property, so you can book with points and they'll price match and give a 20% discount or 5,000 points if you book a cheaper rate elsewhere. So just a very underrated value resort overall, especially for a last-minute booking. Now let's talk about a wonderful property that I just recently discovered and may be raving about for a while, Club Med Niches Playa Esmeralda. Right off the bat, let me tell you, Club Med is one of the rare all-inclusive brands that always drops rates about 4 to 5 weeks out, usually at least 30% savings, sometimes up to 50%, so quite a bit of savings, and they have a dedicated last-minute offers page. And quite frankly, I've always been a bit iffy on a lot of their locations, but highly recommend this one. They offer complimentary shuttle for the 90-minute drive to this beautiful area, which is much more low-key and relaxing than Punta Cana, and you'll arrive to a very modern property, including their rooms, which are separated into 4 distinct themed zones, including the adults-only Emerald Jungle and Archipelago sections, or the Caribbean Paradise area, which is for both adults and families. But all options are very nice, attractive, clean, and modern, and the ocean view suites are very nice. Dining is divided into the main section, which has great variety, and then you have the Coco Plum restaurant, which does require reservation, and this is a must-do. The steak is so good here. Amenities include the adults-only Zen pool with swim bar surrounded by a koi pond, just an incredibly relaxing area. And then you have some of the best activity options. Club Meds are well known for this, beginning with wellness. You can choose from treetop yoga, tropical showers, aromatherapy, just a great variety of relaxing massages and treatments. But if you're looking to be more active, you have trapeze, tennis, archery, mini golf, Wednesday night Zen parties in the adult section, complete with great barbecue and a DJ. Nightly rates begin around $600, but like I said, book last minute and you can lock down a much lower rate without compromising on a really great all-inclusive experience. Another brand that loves giving last-minute deals, but this time for packages, and that's Riu. And you can get half off your room rate when adding flights through your booking. And my go-to Riu recommendation is Riu Palace Las Americas. Located 15 minutes from downtown Cancun and 30 minutes from the airport, for Riu, it's actually a pretty quiet and relaxing property compared to their other locations, especially if you visit during the shoulder months. The 372 rooms are all nice and spacious and have balconies with direct ocean views, and all offer mini bars, turn-down service, and separate lounge areas with sofas. They're unfortunately starting to show their age, so admittedly they could stand a refresh. Dining is your typical Riu fare, pretty good breakfast buffet, especially their made-to-order options, while the a la cartes are pretty mediocre. It's a Riu resort, they're not going to wow you with their cuisine. But where the property really excels is with their pools and beach. The resort features 2 pools, and the swim one is very popular during the day, as it features music and is more of a party vibe, while the other pool is much quieter. And I'd also encourage you to try the beach, because unlike many of the Cancun area resorts, because this one is located on the more sheltered northwestern Bend area of Cancun, the sand is very soft and smooth, and the calm waters here are one of the best for swimming dining in all the area. So all around, for an average nightly rate of $350 a night, with the exception of the older rooms, which could stand some updating, and your typical meh Ryu dining, a very good adults-only all-inclusive at the tip of the hotel zone. Especially if you can book a last-minute package, you can get a very great deal on a last-minute stay. If you're looking for a last-minute resort that will always have availability due to its sheer size, look no further than the Paradisus Cancun. This very unique-looking property is made of 5 interconnected pyramids sitting on a beautiful section of the hotel zone 30 minutes from the airport. The lobby is huge and was part of a renovation in 2022, during which they also renovated the whopping 657 rooms, and they've held up well. Definitely a huge improvement from how they looked before. And you'll have tons of activities to choose from, including a 9-hole golf course, tennis, yoga, Pilates, and meditation classes, and even 3 zones for kids and infants up to teens. And if you prefer an adults-only experience, the Royal Service section has its own private beach and pool areas, as well as butler service for a much more relaxing and luxurious option. So it has something for every type of stay. I do want to highlight the main swimming pool really quickly. It's freeform in design with a swim-up bar and stretches almost the length of the resort, and also never feels crowded, which is a definite bonus. The beach is also lovely. They're pretty good about cleaning the seaweed, but can get rough sometimes, so something to consider. Great dining variety as well, and while quality can vary, you'll never get bored of the options. So bottom line, it's a crowd pleaser at a very great rate, especially for the hotel zone, at a starting rate of $375 a night, and while the food can be subpar, it's still one of the best deals in Cancun. And now I'd like to quickly give you an honorable mention resort, which is another option with reliable last-minute availability as one of the biggest all-inclusive resort complexes, Hotel Xcaret. Located in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, the style and decor make it feel very bohemian, more like a boutique property you'd find in Tulum, which is impressive considering the massive size of this place, and it is massive, with a recent expansion bringing it to 1,800 rooms, each one filled with art and fun extras like hammocks on the terraces. Very nice and comfortable overall. And something that gets overlooked is the quality of dining here. This is truly a foodie's paradise, the best in Playa del Carmen, and in 2024 it won its first Michelin star for its Ha restaurant, and very deservedly so. Every restaurant here is wonderful, with some of the best attention to detail you'll find at any resort. Great variety as well, including Italian, a steakhouse, and even vegan restaurant. 12 total dining options, so a lot to enjoy here. The resort is also incredible for exploring and is packed with on-site activities, just everything to keep you busy, including its pools. 13 to be exact, and literally every type of pool you can imagine, they've got it. From infinity pools to cave pools, and you could easily spend your entire vacation at the hotel just swimming and relaxing and enjoying all the on-site amenities. But the reason that it only gets an honorable mention is because most of us can't book a last-minute trip with a starting rate of $950 a night. That's a save up for a special occasion splurge type of trip, although they will sometimes offer seasonal sales, usually for the summer, to save a bit. But if you can afford a last-minute vacay in this budget range, I guarantee you'll have a great time at this crowd-pleasing, all-inclusive resort. So I hope this new type of video will prove helpful. Last-minute trips can be so exciting, and if you're interested in even more travel and resort reviews, completely separate tips and properties from my YouTube, I can be a little harsher there, head over to my Passport Pages Instagram. No sponsorships or affiliates, just good old-fashioned quick and honest reviews. This is Vanessa for Passport Pages. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon. Bye, everyone.